It can happen. It's not as much. It's toxic, but yeah, let's see. Mm, oh, but it was harder. Oh, no, and see. See, that, no, I want to games.
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Gordon.
I've been up for I've been up for hours and hours and hours. Okay, but that's besides the point. My grandson woke up maybe a couple of hours ago, so he's been up since about 6:30. Okay, so you may hear him in the background, but that's okay. Okay, he's doing some work. Okay, um,
One part is hard.
man, oh man, oh man. I don't know. I've been sewing. I've been sewing all morning, in fact. And originally I was gonna go live and just sew, which I'm going to be sewing during this stream, hopefully. Which I found is that when I do a talk and sew, I don't get much sewing done. Okay. So I had to catch up because, ooh, Lord, I have a lot to do. Um, and I've been doing well. I've been doing well. I caught up. Okay. So let's talk about what I want to talk about, baby. I want to talk about like why, like what is going on? Is it maybe it's me, right? Maybe I'm surrounded. Maybe I some kind of way found the idiots. You know what I mean? Like maybe we ladies, right? We women in this space. Maybe when we ended up in this space, however we ended up in this space, we just ended up with a collection of idiots. And I think that's what the Black Manosphere is, right? A collection of idiots. And I've been saying that since day one. Originally, I was trying to say, hey, those of you, you don't see the idiots around you. But the men were so desperate for what they like to call us the sisterhood, but they are the ones who was desperate for this collection of guys coming together, like in a barber shop, right? That's where they come up with that crap from.
Let's go to the hard.
You know, I've seen men in tears on panels, so happy. I'm so happy I found you. But they don't even know each other. You know what I mean? And they're so dumb, they don't even understand that just because you
Yeah.
get into this group where you can have conversations doesn't mean that you have things in common. It doesn't mean that you're going to like each other. It doesn't mean any, it just means that, hey, I can go and have conversations, learn about others, learn about myself. But no, these men come together in search of some comrade, right? They need to go and join the military or something, go get a job, become a part of the union for that job. And even then, is not what they think it would be. Like even in the military, this book that they put out in the media where everybody's like a brethren. We are brethren.
No, selling.
Okay. That happens in these little platoons, little groups where their life is dependent on one another for real. And they are a group pieced together and been there for years. Okay. Those gonna be special forces. Those are gonna be those type of groups. But the majority of the military is people just getting up, going to work every day, doing their job, and then going back to their residence, whether that's the barracks or they have an apartment or a house or whatever, right? And like like when we have these conversations and I'm having conversations with people who don't know, I understand. I understand you don't know, so you're gonna rely on things like TV, movies, right? But the problem with that is that we all should know that TV and movies aren't real. Now, can they TV and movies they draw off of inspiration, and that inspiration could be something that's real, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's real. So maybe a few years ago, I started hearing people suggest, and it wasn't even a suggestion, they absolutely outrageously said the things that comedians say is true. And 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 I started to think to myself, what? What you mean is true? A comedian says something, now people drawing off it like, oh, he was telling the truth. He's absolutely know what he's talking about. I'm like, do you know what a comedian is? Somebody who makes you laugh. And they could be drawing off real life, or they could just be making it up. They could literally just be making it up. And but the end goal is laughter. Laughter, laughter. Some comedians, and it's not even that many of them, right? There are some comedians that make you think. They're so smart, and that's their goal. Their goal is to be funny, but to also make you think. Look at what you're doing. You got to stop it. Um. Anyway, so I started thinking to myself, how the hell I end up with these idiots? They say the dumbest thing. And once one person said, then I start noticing another person say it, then another, then next thing you know, it's this massive belief system within our community. And it's ridiculous. And it doesn't get any better. Panels with people who don't know what they're talking about because they haven't experienced life. Now, that's the sad part as I experience things, right? Because if I sit on a panel with someone who has experienced the same thing that I have, right? They say, hey, Bob, I was military. Boom. I don't just start digging into calling them a liar, right? That's not what I do. But what does happen is during the conversation, whether right then and there or later down the road, they will say something. They will say something outrageous, right? They'll say something outrageous and it don't meet the timeline or it just don't meet the thing in which they say that they do. Vicky, you're talking to yourself, you don't have to be loud. You're laughing. You don't have to do it loudly, okay? Anyway, he's doing that because he hear me talking. He want to talk over me. That boy right there. It's so smart. Just it just be oh Lord. I think he's another person. I asked him the other day. I said, Leaky, do you remember what your name was in your past life? And he got quiet. He was answering all my questions until I asked him that. Because he said something that made me truly believe this is a little man. He's a man. He's a grown ass man. Okay? He's he's a past grown adult or some and he's he's been reborn. And I wanted to know if he could remember what his name was. But anyway, besides all that, let me get back to where I was. Somebody's 100. But if we listen to him, I don't know if y'all can hear him. He's back there talking. He's talking to the iPad, but he's playing a game and he's talking, and I could swear he's like a little man, like a old man over there. Some of the things he said. Anyway, so back to this this belief systems, right? So Anyway, I'm on the panel. I'm on the panel. Somebody say, "Hey, I'm military." I say, "Oh, okay." I don't even really go into asking them what branch or anything like that, because the truth is, I don't be caring, right? Um, the only time I care is like if we start just talking about the military, and then we'll find out how the different branches relate, right? But there's a lot of things um that those of us who military we kind of know, right? And those of us who are older and like we've been in may not as long, but longer, like we were in earlier, and we was in before the change and even after the change. And then there's those who got in only after the change. And so they can't really tell those of us who was there before the change, right? Before the change of everything, like absolutely so many things changed in the military in the last uh 50 years. Okay, so much. But mostly in the last 20 years, that's when they start changing many things, how they handle the soldiers.
Let's see your phone.
Oh my God, what did you say? Okay, good. I'm glad I got that. Let me make sure I gotta call them. I have an appointment at 11, but that's okay because it's um yeah, it's gonna be by video, so I don't really have to get dressed or anything and go anywhere. But anyway, so check it out. Um, so I'm on a panel, and now I'm using the military just as an example, but this is across the board with life, right? So I'm sitting on a panel, somebody mentioned the military, I'm like, okay, cool. No big deal, right? Um, and then they may say something. They say something. I'm like, my eyes, my ears perk open. I'm like, what? But they said they was in the military. You said you was in the military. And but then when you go through and talk about all these things you've experienced in life, but you was in the military, and I'm like, well, how did you experience the way you set that up? Like, y'all, the military is a whole new world in itself. It's really like, like you work a regular job in the real life. We call it the real life, right? The real life, the real world. Right? The military is a whole nother world in itself. Example, you work a regular job. If you want to quit, you can. You work a regular job and you want to call off sick. It's as simple as just making a phone call, you know, and or you do a no call, no show, right? You just decide you done had it. And you decide you ain't going to work. And you don't make no calls or nothing. You don't do none of that shit. You could do that in the real world, and you may even get away with it. You'll get written up when you go back to work. They'll talk to you, make you sign some paperwork, and they'll be like, "This is your first time, no call, no show, boom, boom, boom. This is your warning, bam, bam, bam." Okay, military, that's a whole nother thing. You can't just up and not show up. Okay, you can't do that. You can't quit. You can't just say, "I quit," and pack your fucking bags and go nowhere. the 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 the, the consequences to that is long, hard, strong. It's long lasting. Okay. Another thing. So you can't just quit, right? Another one is, I decide I want to go on vacation. I decide I want to go on vacation. Cool. In the military, you get vacation days every year. So you can set up your vacation and go on vacation. It's called leave, right? You go on leave. You can do what you want when you're on leave, as long as, you know, go where you want to go, whatever. As long as you come back when you're supposed to come back, right? Y'all got it? Okay, cool. But if you work in a regular job, let's say I got the weekend off. I got the weekend off. I got the weekend off, and I want to go to Disney World or Disneyland. I think Disneyland is in Florida, right? I want to go to Disneyland. So I set it up with me and the kids and everybody in the family. We going to Disneyland, and we gonna leave on Friday night after I get off work. We get off work, we gonna catch a flight, and we going to Florida, and we going to Disney World, Disneyland. And we gonna be back. in time for me to be to work on Monday. Cool. See, I can do that, right? I got the freedom to do it. You know where you can't do that at? In the military. Okay. Some people. I can't just get off on Friday and live in New York and decide that me and the family, we're going all the way to Florida because I'm off this weekend. You can't just do that. Now, the reason you can't just do that because in the military, you're on call 24 hours a day, every day. And if something happens and they call everybody to show up for whatever reason, it could be anything. They can decide they're gonna drug test the whole platoon. And they decided it early Saturday morning. They gonna send an alert to everybody to show your ass up. But guess what? Me and the kids and the family, we left the whole state on Friday night. Here it is Saturday morning. I'm getting an alert to show up. They giving me 2 hours to get there. Okay. That's after I call and say, hey, I'm not in the state. Me and the kids, we went to we in Florida. They don't want to hear none of that shit. You're not supposed to go but so far away because you have an understanding that you're on 24/7 duty while in the military. That's why I've always said that we don't get enough pay in the military. If you break that shit down by hours, nobody's getting paid with that shit. You really truly are on call 24/7. If something happens and your ass gotta show up. And the only way you don't have to show up is you officially on leave or some kind of leave or something officially where they know that you are away. Now I say that because a lot of people don't know that because I've heard people say all kinds of shit that they were doing while they were in the military. They was traveling with, this group and that group. They were just popping up here and there and there, here. And I'm like, now but they don't say they was in the military at the time when in the conversation. They mentioned that in the past conversation that they were in the military. But during this particular conversation, they're talking about all in which they have done. And all you got to do is listen to them and you realize that the stories that they're telling does not match up. And this happens with a lot of people online for some reason. Like I understand you wanna make a fantastic life that you really didn't live, and you just wanna tell people you lived it. The issue comes when you sitting on side of somebody who actually lived that life, or they're part of that thing in which you claim that you were part of, and when we recognize that you fake and you phony. Now, I don't really call people out, but I'll ask questions, and then they start telling me that I'm jealous. And I'm like, girl, I done did all that which you are lying about you have done. Now the men, on the other hand, whew, you know, that's a whole nother thing because the men will lie, and once they realize when too many questions come up, they don't start claiming you're jealous. They'll either start insulting you, right? Or they try to back out of it differently. Not better, not worse, but just in a different way. Some of the women, though, they'll swear up and down, they'll argue you to death. And then now it becomes you against them, right? And then the thing is, though, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not on this bitch to be no liar, and I'm not on this bitch to be no loser neither. So, like, if you say you've done something, cool, you the one who shared it. I question you about it. I mean, if you question me about anything I said I done, I don't give nobody. Y'all notice that? A motherfucker asks me something that I said I've done. You notice I give them the answer because I really have the answer. Like I I give them the answer. I'm not telling them that they're jealous or no shit like that. I give them the answer. Sometimes the answer could be a little complex, and I might say, "Well, it depends on this, depends on." So, see, that's when you know you really lived it because it ain't no simple answers to a lot of questions in life, right? And this thing on the internet, it is crazy. It's crazy, crazy work. I don't think any of us really care if a person is lying or not. I don't really care. You know, Y- you're lying, and I'd be like, okay, girl, okay, whatever you say, do. And then now they then want to make it seem like I'm the liar or I'm the liar. Like you obviously are the liar, but I'm now the liar, and I'm not gonna be known as no liar. Okay, there is no reason for me to fucking lie about anything. If anything, I should have kept secret about a lot of shit, but I didn't. But you notice, I've never ever changed on almost nothing I've said. Like I never smoked anything in my life. I said that 30 years ago. And I've been saying it every fucking day since. It is never, y'all ain't never catch me say something. Well, that one time, that one time I tried it. I'm telling y'all, I ain't never tried. Would I like to? I think I want to try some things that I haven't tried, especially for medical purposes, right? Um, Motherfuckers just be outright lying for what I don't know, and sometimes the lies be the worst because you know one minute they saying something, and then if we believe it, okay, cool, and then if I mention it to them later, or somebody mention it to them later, they then call you the liar. I ain't never said I smoke crack. I I ain't never been on that. I've never done any of those things. We only got one fool on here. Every time this bitch get up on here with her lying ass, it's like to mention that I'm a dope head. Y'all ain't never ever come across me where I'm drunk, where I don't know what I'm saying or doing, stumbling on my motherfucking words, unless I'm sleepy, and that means I ramble a lot. But even then, you don't catch me in no lies, baby. But I may be talking a whole lot, almost like she drunk because she's so goddamn tired. She just rambling. Okay. Um, these ratchet assholes, we got one bitch on here. This bitch is so classy that she shitted on herself. But she's so classy that a man offered her millions to marry her. And and then when everybody asked her, well, then what's up with that? Like most motherfuckers would have made that shit work out. And so how did she pull out of it? She started talking about, well, she was talking about she's so beautiful. He offered her. Then next thing you know it, oh no, I was protecting my family. And I'm like, oh, so he wasn't after you, he was after your family. Not I. Okay, girl, shut the fuck up. Okay. It just yesterday I was going over contact clues with my grandson, right? Oh, and he did a great job. It's crazy how other people, that's how life really works. You may not know what someone is talking about exactly, but if you listen long enough, you'll pick up on some things. Now, if you go based on TV though, your imagination gonna go to something that you can relate to. Like for instance, Barbershop. Now, I ain't never really seen the movie Barbershop because as y'all, I've always said this. I never really watched TV growing up. And then when I was an adult, I was really living life, even when I had my children and being married. I was going, okay. Hubby had his hobby, and I had mine, and they was opposite. Hubby, he going fishing. I got the kids. He could go fishing the whole weekend if he want. It's his weekend. And when it's my weekend, I can go to a party that's a whole weekend long party. So eat because we were still in our fucking 20s when we started having our children. And I ain't never been a jealous type that where he can't go. He could go where he want to go. I'm able to go where I want to go. Of course, you gotta have some boundaries and things. But why would you marry somebody who you don't even love and respect and trust? Motherfuckers on this bitch, man, they crazy. Y'all so psyched out that I can't give it nobody because they might cheat. The truth is, yes, they may do what you call cheating. That may happen. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do to prevent it if that's what they want to do. So you will drive yourself crazy if every time my husband woke up and left the house, I worried about who he with, what they doing. It would drive anybody crazy. Okay? It would drive anybody crazy. I never thought about none of that shit. A woman was sitting and said, well, you stupid if you think he wouldn't cheat. And I'm like, I'm not stupid because I don't think he wouldn't cheat. I'm not thinking about him cheating or not cheating, honey. The fuck is you talking about? I'm not concerned with that. I can't prevent it if I wanted to. Don't let these men uh trick you into thinking that you can. Now let's get on the subject that I want to talk about, baby, because I know I went all around in a motherfucking circle, but I just heard some shit and I was thinking, what in the fuck is going on with these generation of men? And but the ones who was I used to consider the younger men are now the older men. Like we are 10 years later for most of us. It's a lot of y'all motherfuckers was in y'all 20s when I met you here on YouTube. Now you damn near about to hit 40 soon. You are now the middle-aged motherfucking man. You are not the young man anymore. Call you young men because you're younger than I am. But you're not. But then I said that when I first came here. I was motherfuckers about to hit 30. And I kept telling them, you are not the young man. I'm like, my children are the young men. Like my children at the time was like 18 and 20. They were the fucking young men. The motherfuckers who was in their 30s, uh, you supposed to be like a grown man doing grown men shit. But most of them are still acting like they the young men. Acting like the young man who don't have no goals, don't know what he want to do, and he just trying to find his place in the world. Nothing's wrong with a young man like that. There is something with a grown ass man, mid 30s. That's something wrong with that. The fuck you been doing for 10, 15 years of your life that you still trying to figure shit. You know what I mean? Like nothing wrong with changing things. Like, I call it walking down the road and you come to a crossroad. But see, a lot of these niggas don't have no crossroads. They just walking blindly up and down this motherfucking street with no options on neither side. They haven't even imagined the options. You know what I mean? Like they just walking up and down. And I guess they hope they're gonna trip on some option. That's how they stumbling through fucking life. And then until somebody give them a plan, somebody give them a game plan, but then that person's plan is a dumbass plan. All you got to do is don't mess around with these women. And when you get old, you're going to have the options. You're going to have all the young women going to want you. But see, he should have told you, he should have went step by step with you, like baby steps. Because in order for you to get to where he say you're going to be, where all these young women going to want you, you have to be really working towards something. And he can't just say you need to be working towards something because apparently those words don't work because you're too dumb. You need somebody to hold your hand. Like me walking down the street, at least even my grandson don't want me to hold his hand when we're walking down the street. He says, I got it, my mom. You niggas want women to hold your hand. You want us to give you our jobs. Like I've heard this shit. This ain't even no joke what I'm saying. Like there's literally streams of black men saying the black women need to give them their jobs. So the woman went out there and she had to work to get that job. She had to go get the education in order to be able to do the job. And then she had to go and fight other people in order for her to get the position. It wasn't like her name was automatically put on that job, right? So she had to go and interview and prove herself to get that position. These men want her to do all that work, and then we supposed to say, "Oh, by the way, sir, tomorrow I'm giving my position to this black man who's my neighbor. He gonna come in and he gonna do the job. He just he just want us to give you some shit. Just give it to you. They don't want to work for it. I've heard men say no, they don't wanna they don't want to fight for nothing. And I'm not talking about an actual fight. I'm talking about they don't want to compete. They don't want to compete for their woman. They just wanted to fall out the sky in his lap. And then they're gonna beat her ass, treat her like a slave. That's what they're gonna do her. Cause I'm quite sure if his setup is all straight, there would be many women want to fall in his lap, possibly follow his program if it's you know a doable program. But let's get to this shit right here. Cause am I amazed? I'm not. I'm not amazed. Am I shocked? Hell no. Why would I be shocked? What the hell? Why would I be shocked listening to these these men at this point? No, 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 no. Here we go.
Little, I'm not gonna say insecure, but she's not too sure if her seen the content. I don't think he's seen the video.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't watch it. And most of the times when I review videos on my channel, I don't like watching the whole video unless it's too long and I just want a piece of it. So I'm actually excited to see the video because if I watched it before, you know what I mean.
This is this is a loyalty test. All right. So we have this. We have a little bit of follow-up content, as you see here in the thumbnail. Not too sure if he can be trusted. So she sets him up. Cameras and stuff in the back of a van. Tries to set him up with two of her homegirls to see if he is going to take a threesome. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So if you guys have seen it already in the chat, please don't give the spoilers. Let's just bring it up, get right into it, because it's a lot of content, so we might as well get started on it right now. All right. You let me know.
To be fair, if she denied him a threesome, she gonna be insecure and paranoid that he's gonna try to. Because if you gotta try to scratch it off your bucket list, and your woman ain't want you to do that shit, that is very selfish of her. But my
Okay. So apparently it's selfish if my husband come to me, we in this relationship, right? We in this relationship where he know that I'm a one man woman and I only want a man who only want me, right? That's the normal relationship in America. Okay. One woman, one man. That's how most people want their relationships to be. Okay. Um, and but if the man once they married and everything, or they even in a relationship, they like living together or whatever, right? They in this real relationship. He says that if he come and asks her for a threesome, that she's selfish and she don't give him one. And I'm like, what? Like what? And this, if that's, see, I'm the type of woman. Most of these men couldn't have been with. They wouldn't have never been with a bitch like me. I'm trying. They wouldn't have been able to handle a bitch like me. Because I'm telling you, I say a lot of things because I know how to play the game. Okay, and a lot of women today, y'all don't know how to play the game. And then y'all say, well, I'm not playing no games. So you actually don't want to compete just like the men don't want to compete, right? But you want a valuable man, but you do understand if you want this valuable man. And I'm not talking about his worth as far as money, but I'm talking about this man who's going to really take care of you, love you, appreciate you, like, because he's that type of person. You want that type of man, and then you think you're going to be the only one who want that type of man. But there going to be a lot of women who want that type of man. And therefore, this idea of you just so motherfucker pretty, you just so motherfucker hot, you so motherfucker this, you know what I mean? You own it with the T and all these little terms that y'all come up with. Cool, cool, cool. You all of that this man who you know is valuable, he just gonna pick you for what? Like most of these women saying they ain't gotta bring nothing. They ain't gotta have nothing. They think that they're gonna looks gonna do it, but if that's what we are working on, then it's gonna be a turnaround. It's gonna be a high volume turnaround in your lives because looks goes away. And even if your looks stay the same, remember if you're talking about looks, people like variety. They might want to change. Just so if he only likes your look and nothing else about you, then it's gonna be easy for him to replace you with somebody else who looks good, may look even completely different than you. She is not saying that she look better than you, but he might be ready for a brunette today and you a whole goddamn redhead or you a blonde. He might just decide, okay, I'm kind of bored with this look right here. Let me go get that look. And see, but that's what y'all talk about. Everybody's talking about looks, look. And then they're like, well, I look so good, but there's lots of women who do not look the way some people think are so beautiful and shit, and yet they have men in their lives really taking care of them. And then they turn around and they'll be like, oh, but look how he look. Well, he's over there treating her well. She's treating him well. They're doing their thing, their family thing, how they doing their thing. And then we got these high profile, nice looking motherfuckers, and they looking good, and that cheating going all over the place. He got children with this. She over there. He worrying about her cheating, right? Um, and all they can talk about is how they look. But they're gonna always be a younger woman. So all you got to do is get tired of you. If there's nothing else holding, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, different men or people like different things. And I'm not saying that you should cater to just them. You should be yourself, most definitely. But y'all got to have something that connects you other than looks. Here's what I'm saying. Yeah, other than looks. Shit, even sex will hold people in relationships forever. That's on some real shit. Okay? But it got to be something more than just looks, baby. It got to be. But anyway, so if I decide not to give my husband a threesome, um, then that means I'm selfish. Now, So remember when I said I'm a different type of bitch, right? Because if my husband had come to me talking about he wanted a threesome, I already told y'all how I handled it. You handle it the way I handle it. You ain't never gotta worry about no man cheating on you. You ain't never gotta worry about him cheating on you. You know what I mean? Y'all have some things in common. You love him, so you treat him well. He loves you, so he treating you well. But there gonna always be other things that can get in the way, because that's just how life is. Okay, hubby he thinking about threesomes. Because I remember when that shit became a broad thing, right? People was talking about threesomes and foursomes and swinging and all kinds of shit became more spotlight because due to the internet, the shit that we were doing secretly on the internet became more prominent because everybody got on the internet, right? Okay, cool. So my thing is, hell yeah, you can have a threesome. Let's sit down and talk about it. We're gonna talk about the rules, right? Because that's what you do, right? You don't just say yeah and then bring a woman in. You sit there and y'all talk about how y'all gonna do it. Like if y'all going out together to find this person, or how y'all gonna do it, you know? Are y'all gonna do it on the weekend? Is the weekend when you're both off? How y'all gonna do it? So y'all talk about all of that, right? And then while you slipping that in and shit like that, you tell him what he can't do, what he can do, all that. And then you let him know, oh, and by the way, when is my weekend? What you mean your weekend? Yeah, what we're gonna this weekend we're gonna go and we're gonna go out and we're gonna both choose a woman, one that I approve of, one you approve of. And then the following weekend we're gonna do the same thing, except we're gonna be looking for me a man. Ooh, baby. I'm telling you, I never had to worry about no threesomes, no conversation, no threesome, none of that ever again. Because even if this guy don't mind you being with another guy, can you imagine him having a conversation with you about it? Him having a conversation with his woman on how, yeah, the following weekend we're gonna go out and we both gonna choose a man. He ain't gonna want to say no shit like that. Like when I say, okay, we both gonna choose this woman. Somebody you like, somebody I like. He ain't gonna want to be like, yeah, we both gonna choose this man, someone you like, someone I like. He gonna feel that's just not gonna be his thing. And if he really love you, he just okay with the fact that you was down for giving him his fantasy, right? He know that he like, oh yeah, she'll give me my fantasy. And but the only thing holding him back is the fact that he don't want to do the same. I just saw a video, y'all, yesterday where a man beat the shit out of his girlfriend because apparently they was having a conversation and the body count came up and she told him that she'd been with I think it was 46 guys. And this nigga got mad and stomped the hell out of her. Bust her in her head to her mouth. She had black eyes. Bust they having a conversation about body count. And I don't know what in the world will make you women give out any number larger than one. You tell this nigga, nah, I was with one before you, baby. Or you don't give him no number at all. I don't know. These niggas, just for him wanting to know. Like, can you imagine? He's already with you. She already got like 2 children with him. And now finally, this nigga want to ask her body count. This nigga want to know her body count after 2 children. The gall of him and the stupidity of her giving him a number, giving him a satisfaction of that conversation. That nigga didn't care about that when he met you. He didn't ask you about that before them children came into this world. They living together and everything. And now he wants to know. And y'all women, y'all be like, well, Mom, it's a different time. You know, we just tell. Okay, you could tell. That shit ain't cute. Do you know it don't matter what your number is. Do you know it's not gonna be cute? No matter what? No matter what the number is. These niggas looking for a number that says 0, that says he's the only one. By the time he asks you that, he wants to be the only one. You know nobody give a damn about no woman's body count. These niggas wanna just be, they want you to lie to them. See, he didn't want the truth. He wanted her to be smart enough to lie to his ass. Mm-mm-mm. His guy's going to jail for a very long time. Because apparently he done beat her before. Now, we are in a time zone where women are saying things, well, because she said it to the police. She said, yeah, we've had this before, but I hit him, he hit me. I hit him, he hit me. You ain't gonna see no videos or no photos of him with his lip and jaw need to be realigned, 2 black eyes, and him busted in his fucking head. But she was still ready to take the blame. Well, I hit him. And motherfuckers are on here talking about, well, she should have kept her hands to herself. Yes, she should have. But that still don't give him the right to do what he did. Because she may have pushed him, and this nigga cocked back and broke her jaw. They was putting staples in her fucking head. I watched in the whole video. It's the whole police encounter. This is not even fake. This is real shit. The police cameras, right? They putting these shits in videos. And while the police is there getting information from her mother, she's over there and they putting staples in this bitch's head. And these niggas get online and they say the more, they don't, I think they do know how dangerous their talking points are. They don't care though. Not until they start putting these niggas in jail. Because that is what's going to eventually happen. In fact, it's already started happening. I saw a whole video where they starting to put these men in jail. They put them in jail. The jail is short, period. So that's not even the worst part, right? The jail part is not the worst part because it's short term. It's the probation that they be on that makes them go in and out of jail for 10 years plus. Oh, and it's the not be able to move the way they want to move just because they make a little threat. But a little threat is not a little threat no more now, is it? Because motherfuckers is really doing what these men are on this bitch promoting. And women aren't playing anymore because they used to be playing. Even I, right? I used to say, oh, I don't take him as a joke, but I don't, he just talking. He mad. Nah, motherfucker, you threaten me on that level like that. People are saying, yes, you need to take that serious because these niggas are out here killing people. And so once the police is called, though, your ass is grass. These people are not playing no more. You better look at the laws in your space. You be on these online saying things, and somebody call on your ass. If you close enough, they don't even care, even if you're not in the same state. Remember, people are leaving their own state to go grab people. Anyway, let's finish hearing this shit.
Go ahead, my bad.
Nah, hey, oof. I mean, that's kind of deep. That's another topic. I already said that's one of them boiler room topics late night for the adults. It might be a little early. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the kids ain't quite to bed yet, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about threesome protocol and all of that other stuff. But right now, we want to talk about the relationship insecurities right now. But we want to see pretty much is he going to take it? What up, Frida Green? Prime in the building too. Old man Low, Unk be streaming. I see you, fam. See you. What up, Time? So let's start it. See what happens. She's going to give her monologue.
Welcome back to another episode on Jack TV. Today we are helping Red test her boyfriend's loyalty.
Last time I hit you up to help out a friend, I just can't believe I'm sitting here in the same position.
Tables have really turned because Red has been on this channel before, but she was just helping out a friend, and now she's the one reaching out, seeking help.
I feel like I need to know for me, and I just hope that making me not look crazy, but like I need to know before I be taking shit serious, because you not filling in them holes for me, which is also making me feel like, okay, fuck you, you don't care. Like,
our decoys, who are also friends of Red, will be hitting on her boyfriend and will be pursuing to get him to come back to their spot.
Do you really feel confident with them doing it?
I do feel confident. I feel like I can trust them. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's on camera. Like, bitch, don't try me. But like, I feel like they wouldn't do that if I'm my friends. So I feel like I could trust them.
All right, so everything happens tonight, and shit, you gonna get your answers.
Yeah.
Now, see, my thing about this, they got shows like this. I just watched one yesterday, right? It's funny, right? But I could tell it's fake, Leaky. Why is you kicking shit off my bed, Leaky? You all over my bed. First you was turned the right way, now you turned this way. You okay, man? You just taking over my room, huh? Oh, you're not gonna answer me, huh, little man? You gonna tell me what your name was before you was called Malik? You remember? What your other name was, little man? Okay. You don't want to tell me, huh? Mm-hmm. That little one right there. That was another person. He remembers too. He just won't tell me. Anyway, yeah, I watched. So these shows are not real. How do you know they're not real? Okay, they on with one episode, and what I mean, they already known somewhere. They already on some TV show somewhere. The guy is always some up and coming wannabe rapper or singer or something like that, or she is. So it promotes that, right? It promotes their music, it promotes this kind of stuff. So they go on these little shows, these YouTube channel things, and it's funny. To me, it could be funny and be like, wow, you know what I mean? But I'm looking at it and I'm like, nah, this shit ain't real. This shit ain't real, you know? Um, and nothing wrong with them setting it up and for entertainment purposes only and shit. The problem come when people be believing it. That's the issue with things that people create, right? Because you could use your imagination and come up with something. If it was a real thing, if it was something fucking real, and you had so many people doing it, then that means everybody just doing it. That means nobody will be surprised, right? We got to think about this shit for a moment. We got, a lot of TV shows and shit that was happening. Those was large productions. Them people been searching for people for years, right? Because even before the show hit the airwaves, they was already looking for people. They done already filmed it, and by the time we watch it, they already filming season 2, 3, and 4, or some shit like that. Now, so that even that was set up. Maury wasn't real, y'all. Like I don't know how to explain this to y'all. Maybe I'm breaking your motherfucking hearts. Because I know I'm breaking these niggas' hearts, right? Because Maury wasn't real, nigga. And a lot of people know Maury wasn't real, nigga. A lot of them shows wasn't real. And when I say not real, because you gotta understand when they call it reality TV, doesn't mean that everything they put on there is real. They just call it something that could happen. They're real people, but the situations don't necessarily have to be real. And I know I done met at least 10 motherfuckers just in this space who'd have been on Judge Mathers' show. They'd have been on Maury. Like, out of here. I done come across these people right here on the internet. Here on YouTube, on Pale Talk, on Facebook, on Instagram. And when you have conversations with them, they'll tell you, yeah, I was on that show. And they'll tell you the truth. That there was no way he could be the dad because he wasn't with her like that. They went on there to get a free vacation to New York. And then Chicago, when they moved to Chicago. Wow. And that's not shocking. And not only that, I told y'all my sister was going on Maury, right? One of my cousins called. They wanted to go to New York. So they called. And they called them back and they wanted something more exciting. They wanted something to be added. And that's when my cousin called my sister and asked, hey, I want to go on there with Red. They want us to make it juicier. And I'm gonna tell them you my cousin and you want my girlfriend. And so they had to got together and got their story together. Them people not checking no story. In fact, they encourage you. They're not gonna tell you what to make it about. They encourage you to make it spicy as it can be. Right? That mean they can always claim deniability where they not setting up what they want to talk about. But even then they started setting up what they wanted to talk about. Remember? They would place ads that say, you ever been cheated on by your boyfriend? With your mama? Call the show. They started actively searching for particular types of stories. When the people wasn't coming up with juicy enough stories because they was on repeat, you not the dad, you not the dad, you are the mom, you are the dad, you are the dad, you these, it was repetitive so much that they wanted to add. And so when people wasn't coming up with these outlandish stories, they would then seek it. And if they're seeking it, then now I know what they're looking for. And all I got to do is get me and my girlfriends and a couple of friends together and say, hey, we're going to go on there and this is what we're going to claim. And yeah, and they put you in a nice hotel and they give you a little spending money. And then you get to get on there and get seen. And the only thing you have to do later when people come at you, you be like, oh yeah, that was make believe. They ain't worried about that shit. I don't know why I should have to tell y'all this. These niggas will look at shit like this, and now the whole sisterhood is against each other. Now we got all insecurities and shit. So you heard him say she was on there with another person prior, and now she back on her own behalf, and is always got their girlfriends with her. And then it ends up that he's cheating on the girlfriends, and some of the people be knowing what's going on, like the one I saw where one of her friends, she said she think one of her friends not really her friend, and that she want her man, right? And if she think that her friend want her man, then what the fuck is why is that your friend, girl? Come to find out they wasn't even friends like that. Like the more the story went on, you start realizing that in their story they couldn't keep it together, so it started cracking. So low and below, none of them was real friends in the end because they just going along freestyling their storyline. But one of the friends had been her childhood friend. At least that's what they said. But towards the end, that's the one who was really stabbing her in the. I'm like, this bitch been your childhood friend all these years. Y'all always rocking, and she the one stabbing you in the back, hoe, and you don't know. She sleeping with your man. Like, so the story, for those of us who really listen and we know that, bitch, no. You know what I mean? You can't be my friend coming in and asking me why I'm dressed a certain way. Bitch, I know I look good. What the fuck is you talking about? Anyway, that's another stream. Let's see what this.
I'm worried about that shit.
Will Red Boyfriend show us all that he's loyal, or will he trade her for a shot with two of her friends?
If he find out that I'm doing this shit, he's gonna be mad as fuck.
Let's find out now on.
So you got to understand, she's already been on there with somebody else. So like her boyfriend was a boyfriend back then. You mean to tell me he ain't gonna be suspicious? He know that she'll go on a show like this, that she'll take part in a show like this. He probably should be always thinking, well, damn, she might bring me on the show like that. Like hubby knows, right? Based on me, that I will bust him in his motherfucking head. You know what that means? So he gonna always be aware that I might bust him in the head. And therefore he not gonna do certain things. He not gonna say certain things. Why? Because I'm a bust a bitch in the head type of chick. That's my example, right? Now, hubby, he might be one of the dudes who, hey, he might be a shootout type of dude. Like, I know I can't cheat on him because he gonna kill, he possibly kill me and the other person, you know? I'm just using these as examples. So why would these people be repeat people on these shows? That's because that's what they do. And they make storylines. They making storylines up. And so for you to grasp onto the storyline and make it seem like this is what's happening all over the place, it's got to be ridiculous. That's crazy. But you know, and I've been saying this. See, I've been staying away from the internet like that, right? I've been doing the sewing and shit because I keep thinking that, see, they don't like Cynthia G. They think Cynthia G is bad, right? That she talks about black men, right? That's and a few others. But I'm saying I ain't got to never play no fake ass bullshit. I can literally go to the police recordings and show what black men are out here doing. You can see them in the interrogation room and hear what the fuck they are saying. You could go and see them in the courtroom when they're pleading guilty, and then niggas will then claim, well, they pled guilty so they wouldn't get a lot of jail time. I'm like, this nigga pled guilty and getting 20 years. What the fuck he was gonna get if he lost? More years, yes. Now what the hell was he accused of? Uh, oh, it's the woman's fault that he got accused. Oh, it's the little girl fault that he got accused. That's what it always is our fault. It's never their fault. But they sure will go pick some bullshit to put up to flash. Look at it. This is the sisterhood. This is it. They should have good. Man, do not make me pull out what the fuck you niggas. First of all, we gonna keep it 100. I ain't never, ever come across a guy, right? Who's been one of my husband's friends, who ain't never wouldn't have taken it if I would have gave it. If I was offering it, they would have took it. Y'all niggas ain't shit. All that shit you talking, I ain't never seen no brotherhood where y'all stick together. Y'all niggas will get in line and fuck a woman. What are you talking about? You what? You're willing to share. That's like I've seen it, I watched it, I've set up the shit. Niggas look, they'll talk about the woman who slept with 1,000 men in a 24-hour period. They don't talk about her. But just imagine the motherfucking 1,000 men though, who was lined up. That she couldn't have done it without them. Right? So when I say that you niggas ain't loyal, you're not, you're not, you're not. That's when I started hearing about running trains, and now y'all don't want to call it a train because it ain't a train if it ain't got a caboose. It's a threesome or foursome or fivesome. And I'm like, nah, that's not how I go, baby. A fivesome is not no one woman and a lot of men. A fivesome is not one woman and four men. That is a train. They don't even know why it's called a fucking train, right? That is not no goddamn fivesome. Fivesome would be at least as many men as women. And if the numbers different, it's by a small margin. A foursome gonna be two women and two men. It could be four women and it could be four men. But it ain't gonna be no one woman and no goddamn 3 men. That is a train. Right? Why? Because there's one motherfucker pulling. She's the engine. That's why it's called a train. It's one of her. It ain't called no train because it's a small amount of people. And it's called a train because she's pulling them niggas. It's her and them. I listened to the goddamn how they change definitions. Yeah, it's easy to change it when you don't know why it was called what it was called from the beginning. I have an hour to my appointment. What it says? No, it's at 11:30. Okay. Anyway, I got an hour and a half. But I'm just saying, let's get back to this shit. Like, I'm hearing people change things. It's easy to change them. Like I said, we don't know the definition. If you knew the definition, though, it would be a little difficult. It makes sense, right? It makes sense why it's not a fivesome. Like, why isn't it called a fivesome or a foursome when it's one woman? A threesome, one woman, right? A, right, one woman and 2 men. That's just one off the number. So that's not a train. That's a threesome. You start upping the number, right? A 2 to 1 will be whatever that number is. But when you're doing 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 7 to 1, 8 to 1, those are trains, honey. That means she pulling them niggas. She's that one woman. You add another woman, then now it's not a train anymore. Now it's a threesome, foursome, fivesome. Okay? Anyway, here we go.
Jack TV.
So I just hit you up now because I feel like I need to test my nigga because inconsistencies make me like push away. Like I need to be showed.
In one way, he not being consistent.
I feel like you are who you hang around. I get together with all my homegirls. We be keeping it cool, like handling business. And I feel like you always hanging around niggas who doing it maybe the worst way, going viral, cheating, talking to them crazy, alcohol involved, bitches everywhere. It's a lot of money in the air, like bitches is crawling, like, and I just feel like I need to be sure if I'm taking something like that serious.
Aside from that, has he showed any signs of red flags?
No, like honestly, stuff really be good with us, which is why I kind of feel like I'm going behind his back with this, but I feel like I need to be sure for me. I feel like if he knew this, he would be pissed, like pissed. But like,
now you see her reasoning? Y'all, this is for entertainment purposes only. That's what this is. She even said, well, when we together, it's like this. But then I thought she said he was cheating, bottles being thrown, money being thrown. Like, now she look like they're in their 20s. So I guess, they living life in their 20s. Even in my 20s, my husband couldn't be out there throwing no motherfucking money, just, everywhere just throwing money. Like, the money need to come home, honey. Oh, you going with the boys to the strip club? Okay, here you go. This is your allowance. And if you're spending at the strip club, then cool. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they live together, they just dating, and maybe that's why they playing with each other like this and shit, right? Because I can't imagine like you living with somebody and you playing with them virally like this, except for click, likes and shit, which equals money, by the way. We gotta understand these motherfuckers not just doing this shit just to do. They getting paid. They getting paid. Okay, it may not be a whole lot of money, but it's you go and do a little clip with this person, that person, this person. They pay you, or you get the trip, right? To meet up with this dude, to meet up with him. He pay to get you out there so you can talk, and he'll set it up. He gonna get paid because his channel is like that, and he gonna cut you off a little piece. And then not only that, but if it go viral, then now you you starting your music career, your rap career. How is it that my old ass know this and some of you young motherfuckers don't know this? Y'all don't know the game? Man, I should be a wealthy bitch. I ain't even gonna lie. Cause if y'all don't know the game, then that mean anybody can run game on you. You know what I'm saying? Like peep game. I peep game, baby. Listen, motherfuckers call my phone. I peep game. I recognize when it's game. I ain't never had to hear about other people going through it for me to see and see through what don't make sense. Right? Electric company calling me to give me a deal. Does that make fucking sense? Hello? Hello? Does it make sense that Delmarva Power gonna call me up to tell me they got a deal when I already with them? Oh, so they want to give me a discount. Well, if they want to give me a discount, all they got to do is give me a motherfucking discount. I'm already with them. So why they got to call me to give me a discount? Oh, you mean it don't make sense? And if it don't make motherfucking sense, nigga, it don't make sense. If it don't make sense, it ain't making no dollars. Or they trying to get your dollars. They trying to jack you for your dollars if it don't make sense. And I don't understand how in today's age y'all don't know this shit. Look, older people may not know much about technology, right? That's why the older people can get jacked because technology, right? They really, I don't like, they get too old and they're not thinking. They trustworthy. They trust everybody. They think somebody call and they got a professional voice and they tell them that, oh, I'm your cell phone company and I have a better deal for you. And then they start asking you for your information. I'm like, wait a minute, you called me. You called me, so you already know my information, right? Well, I need you to verify. I'm like, wait, what you mean you need me to verify? You called me. You the company. You looking at my information. That's how you dialed my number. I ain't got to verify shit because you called me. I need to make sure it's you. What do you mean you called my phone? I pay you every month from my phone. Everything you send me is through this phone. You called it. Who else gonna have it? Even if it wasn't a cell phone, it'd be the house phone. Who else gonna answer it? Except somebody who live here. So I get how the old people when they get scammed by somebody calling their phone, they older, they don't know they trust. I'm like, but they gotta make sense. And this shit right here, what they doing don't make no motherfucking sense. Now, would I be able to get away with setting hubby up with some shit? Yes, you know why? Because it's not something I do. It's not something I've ever done. It's nothing I ever participated with. But if I was the joking type, you ever see them videos where the family always cracking jokes on each other, they always doing things. Well, I wonder how they always getting them. Because I'm thinking if I was married to a man who always cracked jokes, who always was setting me up for some shit, then I will always be prepared. And he would never really get me that much, right? Because I'd be like, that's what he do. I'd be like, yeah, that's our type of family. We could record this shit. I'll act surprised, but would I be surprised? Not really, no. Wow.
I feel like I need to know for me because you not filling in them holes for me, which is also making me feel like, okay.
All right. I'm gonna give a quick pause, right? So y'all are seeing Shreddy is not sure if she trusts him. Basically, Shreddy is saying, look, man, her dude's a hustler. In this time in the club, I guess that's how he makes money. So for those ladies that got a dude that be on even YouTube or whatever, or you got a dude that I don't know if he's serving or handling his business, whatever, but he's probably around a bunch of people. She said he'd be around a bunch of places where, hey, money be flying in the club, all types of crazy shit be going on. So you want to say something about that one, Doc?
I mean, if you sign
All
up
right.
for that shit,
So
what
Dot
you
might not be
expect?
sure about it, but that's
No,
pretty
wait
much where we are.
wait a
She
minute,
doesn't know what the hell he's doing in the middle of those
wait
nights.
a minute, wait a minute. I'm
Like
saying,
it's money flying in the club. You know what I'm saying? His booty
yo,
shaking in the club.
Ant,
It's all of that. So she don't know if he's stepping out or if he's capable of stepping out.
yo, I'm
You don't
saying,
care. Like,
Red invited a few of her friends to dinner tonight at Toro Toro, including her boyfriend, to help celebrate getting her real estate license, which will be our approach in how we set up today's test.
So are we still good for tonight?
yeah, everything is good. I made reservations for dinner tonight. Everything seemed to be a go.
Hey, I'm already on the way downtown to scope the place out to see if we can actually take the cameras in the inside.
Oh, shit, I'm already downtown.
So you already down there right now?
Yeah, I'm down there right now, man.
All right, walk me up.
This is something I've been working hard on for a long time. It's a big accomplishment for me, so I know he will show up, of course.
I wanted to check the place out, so she sent us the address, and we did just that. Bro, this is a 5-star hotel. It's no way they're about to allow us to bring cameras in there.
Man, are you tripping?
100%.
Oh, shit, we ain't gonna take the camera out, but all we gotta do is probably
Hello? Hello?
hi, Mark speaking.
No. Who's calling? Hello? Okay. They're dumb as hell.
So it was understood that we wouldn't be able to bring any cameras inside. It would just draw too much attention and potentially blow our cover. So we decided to just wait until they go in and capture them coming outside, which was taking entirely too long, and valet was trying to get us to move. They should have already been here already. Hey, Gay, go check and see if they already got a table upstairs. We're taking no camera now, just kind of peek your head in there. It's getting late. What you doing on your phone, bro? You focused?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
You playing the game?
Yeah.
Bro, you know you be playing games and making money, right?
How much, man?
Clever Reward, it's an app you can download where you earn money testing out games.
Look, you see how he went straight. Now, this supposed to be real, where he always advertising this game where you gonna make money. Now, if y'all ever made money playing the game, y'all let me know. Now, if y'all gotta pay money and they give you a little money back, but you spend a whole lot of money, then you ain't making no money. That means you're spending money. You understand? There's a difference in getting money and making money, right? You can get money, but you put out more money than you're getting, so you're not making money. You're absolutely just spending money. But I digress, okay? I digress because we got generations of dumb motherfuckers. That's all. I don't even know what to say. I feel like I I just let me see. I just feel like maybe I need to put a beat on. I'm confused. She trying to choose up. This is women pimping game, and this nigga King Rooster, the dumbest motherfucker in the whole room, right? He gonna blame her. I'm talking about you dumbass niggas. Okay, I'm talking about dumbass niggas who can't recognize that this is fake, and you talking like she is really trying to set up somebody. Lord have mercy, baby. Lord have, Lord have mercy on these niggas and they motherfucking souls, baby.
Smurf situation in a minute.
Lord have, I don't
speak to
even
that.
like. You don't
But I
even
just
get
want
it.
to lay the
You're just so
groundwork by saying
stupid.
that
A generation of dumbness, and the thing is, you're not even that much younger than me. Like you're the next motherfucker generation. But I think you did. You just are you in your 40s yet? You dumbass little motherfucker. Lord have mercy. Jesus have mercy on these niggas' souls, baby. Let me. It's too early for this. It's way too early for this right here. It's only 10 o'clock my time. It's too early for what I'm about to do. I don't even know why I'm about to do it. Why? Dumbass niggas. Dumbass niggas. Dumber than dumb. Ha. Over there, suck your thumb. Ha. Go and get a plum. Like I said, stick it up your asshole. Come on. Come on. Some some ass niggas. Hey, some ass niggas. Some ass niggas. Some ass niggas. Have the guns and go and pull the trigger. Some ass niggas. Some ass niggas. Some ass niggas. Zip, 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 zip. Like I said, go to bed. Give it some head. I know you give it some head, nigga. It's too early. I gotta stop. It's too early, y'all. It's too early. It's only 10 a.m. And my grandson started to walk up close to me. Like he was ready to so I just you wasn't ready?
No.
Okay, good.
I thought the screen was different.
Oh, you thought the screen was different?
Mhm.
Lord have mercy. I don't know what's going on, y'all. What's on, Reese? Reese said clip forming for videos that paint black women. I, it's the craziest shit. Okay, it's crazy. It's so great. Nothing wrong with the videos out there. The videos fun. Like I was looking at one of the guys' videos. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. Let me look. But let me see. Because I don't. He don't have the. Wait. Let me see. The guy. Is that him? That look. No, this is a different guy. So the video that I saw yesterday. It was just yesterday. It was good too, right? Because it was three women, and like she said one of her best friends she thought she wanted her man. And if I felt like one of my friends wanted my man, then she not allowed to come around me no more. But if we friends, right? She could come around me, but she can't come around me and my man. And the woman was talking about how yeah they've been friends, but and she said the other friend don't see what she said, and she said that one day they was chilling because the guy asked for an example, and she said they was all chilling, her boyfriend, her, and the two other friends, and they was talking about favorite colors, and her man had said that his favorite color was pink. And she said, because it was, and she said she started talking about her nails, and she said the next time she saw her friend, she had pink nails. Because her man had said that she liked pink nails, and this girl came around with pink nails. And then she said there was another time when they was talking. She said right after that, like he had mentioned that he liked women with 613 hair, right? And he was like, "Yeah, I like 613 hair." And she said the next day or the next time she saw the girl, she had 316 in her head. And other friend was right there. She said, but she keeps telling me I'm tripping. And the other friend, like, she called her delusional. She was like, it's not true. She don't want your man. And but everybody was like, wait a minute. So y'all all together, and every time your man say he likes something, she end up coming around looking like what he said he liked. Yeah, that's suspicious. Okay. And to me, the bitch wouldn't be around me and my husband no more. Me and my man, right? Like we might still like if we grew up being friends, then I already know how she is. I used to have some friends, yo, that I knew. I knew who they were. And it wouldn't have shocked me if they tried to hit on my husband. You know? I had one friend that like she she was hitting on him when when me and him was dating, we wasn't really dating yet, but apparently based on his story, you know, um, before I got there, they had known each other, but they wasn't dealing no more, right? And then when I started dealing with her, she starts, hitting on him. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't had no problem with it. Cause I'm just getting to know her and I'm just and I felt like it was competition, baby. And I'm gonna win. I ain't gonna lie, that's the type of woman I was, right? I was fun and I like being around fun people. And If you want to try to take a man that I'm dating because you had the opportunity before me, bitch, I'm about to show you you ain't got no opportunities no more. Once I came around, all your opportunities went to zero. That's and it wasn't on no fighting stuff. It was just clean, fun as far as I'm concerned, competition, bitch. Okay? Competition. Okay. I'm not gonna try to take your man, but if you trying to deal with somebody I'm dealing with, then let's see who gonna win, baby. Let the best bitch win, honey. Okay. And it was fun to me. It was just, I don't know, maybe that was just the only, it was I was young, new into the world by myself, just got away from the parents and shit in the military. And hell yeah, thought that shit was fun. Okay. I seen niggas leave her room, and then the nigga come knocking at my room after. Nigga, what is you doing here? Okay, Listen, I'm. So anyway, I had friends who I knew would have slept with my husband. Okay, um, but he better not have to slept with them. No, see what I'm saying? She would have definitely tried him, and if he would have did that shit, I wouldn't even been mad at her because I knew who she was. It would have been on him. But I ain't gonna worry about it. I ain't worrying about it. Right. But I also not gonna set it up neither. Right. I'm not gonna set him up and have her come over and then disappear and she just there with him. I'm not gonna do that dumbass shit neither. Okay. But so because I also knew that she was the type who if some shit would have went down, she would have been ready to throw that shit in my face. Cause that's the type of hoe she was. But see the thing is, if you're friends, you know your friends. If y'all real friends, you really know them. They know bad things, good things, everything about me, just like I know everything about them. Because we girls like that. We go party together. I know things about them. They know shit about me. That's what make us real tight friends. We were doing shit together, right? Um, so yes, I know exactly who she is. And but she's still my friend the same. I know I'm not no Catholic girl who praising the Lord and everything I do is goodness. Nah, bitch, we out here having fun. And and she was cool to be around. She was fun to be with. That hoe was fun to be with. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt like I was the Catholic girl when I was around that hoe, cause that hoe was a hoe. You know what I mean? She was a fun hoe. I ain't even gonna lie. The things I done learned from her ass, baby. And it used to just be funny and fun to me being around her. Okay. And until that who tried to do some sexual feeling on me, I had to let her know. Wait a minute, bitch. Ain't going that route. Okay. And if I was that type of to go that route, it wouldn't have been with her. She wouldn't have been my like I think if I was into women, I would have a type, right? I know I would have a type. I would have a type. And she wouldn't have been my type at all. No, hell no. I ain't no motherfucking way. But she was fun to be with. So we're saying that we know just like y'all know y'all don't really know y'all guy friends, right? Because y'all don't that's why they call us a sisterhood, right? Because we could get together and do dirt together, right? They do dirt together, but the thing is when men and women can do it too, right? You do dirt with this person just to hold it over their head later. You got some women who do that. The thing about men though, y'all think yeah, y'all don't have no brotherhood, but y'all will go and to the club together, right? Your boy will set you up. He be coming over, watching how your girl treating you. She letting you go out. He may not even really want her, but he want to fuck her, right? He want to see what it's like. That nigga will set you up. He would go to the club, get you drunk, fuck over you, watch you do some shit, beg you want to do it, take pictures, And as soon as he get a chance, he gonna show them to me. He wanna come and show them to me so I could cry on his shoulder so he could get some of this. If he think that I'm the type who gonna do get back, because they got a lot of men who play that game. Because they got a lot of women who do that get back shit. Oh, you want to get him back? Come on, ma. We could get him back together. I'll help you. Niggas ain't shit, man. Let me tell you something. What the hell to talk about what women do, baby? Uh, a lot of men ain't shit. Okay, brothers messing with their brothers' wives. You understand what I'm saying? We got y'all don't give a damn. Y'all will keep secrets. Y'all mess with the cousins will mess with your wife. Yeah. If your wife is nice looking, everybody want it. Okay? Everybody want it. And the only ones who really not gonna mess with your wife is probably gonna be like if y'all really a family. You know what I mean? Like y'all really a family, and your brother just wouldn't do that to you because he love you like that. Okay. Women, on the other hand, I'm gonna tell you the difference between us women. You know why I would never mess with my friend, anything my friends mess with? Because I know they nasty hoes. Okay. I can't fuck behind her. I can't do nothing behind her. I'm I that's disgusting to me. That's how I think of it. I'm not saying that she's nasty like that, you know, but I'm saying in my mind, it's nasty to have sex after somebody I'm close to. So I ain't never having no sex behind none of my sisters, none of my cousins, none of my friends. Hell, nah. To me, no. Okay, we too close for that shit right there. We ain't doing none of that shit right there. And so that's how a lot of us think of it. We think, oh no, I can't. I don't want nothing you had, girl. And that's how we do it. You men, on the other hand, y'all just want notches on your belt. Y'all admit it all the time. If all you want is notches, then y'all have sex with anything, anybody, and anything. And I'm not even saying that in a negative way, like looks or nothing. I'm just saying if the opportunity arises, y'all right there. The easier, the better. Okay. So I don't know why y'all acting like women in the sisterhood doing something. The things I can tell you about men, even on here. If I watch some of you men start talking to women, everybody could kind of hint to it, right? Because she's kind of blushing a little bit. She's always saying hi to you and everything. You know what I mean? I could kind of pick up on when some of y'all dealing with each other, right? So, but when y'all start telling y'all boys that who you rocking with, did you know them men start talking to them women too? Yeah, see, y'all don't know that. Some of y'all that had relationships with women, and one of the reasons why it ended is because while you was telling people that's who you rock with, the niggas who you was telling started hitting her up. And if you think I'm lying, all you gotta do is ask the woman. In fact, it comes out when y'all end up breaking up. She start telling you all the motherfuckers, all your friends who to hit her up. Cause y'all not friends on here. Don't say y'all not friends on this internet shit. This internet shit. These niggas dumb, y'all. They really think they friends. They really think they got a connection. They don't even know each other. Okay? Most of them lying to each other and everybody. And for those of you who really got what you say you got, so these niggas is trying to take what you got from you. You let these niggas know you work and shit, and you wonder why you lost your job. And they'll swear up and down there's women doing that shit. No, no, you dumbass nigga. Y'all don't know how men are. Especially the ones who down to compete, honey. The ones who down to compete, he gonna smash your ass. And he gonna keep it going. That's the notch he gonna put on his belt too. He keeping notches, all types of notches on his belt. Notches on you dumbass niggas who sitting around him, letting him destroy your life with incorrect information. He thinks it's funny. They'll even, you'll hear him even say, well, this internet shit ain't shit to me. This is just fun and games to me. Why would you take advice from somebody who say some shit like that? He don't give a damn what comes out of his mouth. He don't care who takes his advice. And if you get caught up taking his advice, he don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about none of that. That's who y'all sitting amongst, a whole lot. And then the ones who try to give you some advice, you don't listen to them at all. You'll sit there and listen to a nigga who been online for 20 years struggling to make ends meet because his ass won't even go get a fucking job. They become YouTubers, y'all. YouTubers. These niggas are YouTubers and they start begging you for your money. Support the channel. Support the channel. Nigga, go get a job, you bum. I'm listening to these fucking white men who have channels and they have jobs. Wow. They really have jobs. And then they come and do their channel. They got jobs and channels. We got niggas on here. They ain't got nothing but what? Channels. These niggas got just channels. Man. And they talk about they own a business. Nigga, YouTube could be a business, but not the way you doing it. And then he's trying to talk over me, y'all. Y'all hear? He doing it on purpose, my grandson. Singing skippity talk.
Might be up to skippity points, but they're even powerful and they're different.
Yeah, but why you trying to outspeak me? Go to your own room.
My daddy's asleep.
Your daddy's asleep. He should. What today is? Your daddy don't work today? Was he? Yeah, your daddy is asleep, huh? Because he didn't come in and told me he was leaving. You sure go check and see if did he go to work.
Wow.
I just want to know if he went to work, man. That's all. They gonna ask me why. Talk about some why. He still asleep?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Wonder why. It's Tuesday, right? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Oh yeah, he is off on Tuesday. No, I thought he was off on Wednesday. I don't even know. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, y'all. So what I was talking about? Niggas, okay? Listen, y'all don't know each other. Y'all get online and then y'all think y'all have a brotherhood. Y'all call yourself the Manosphere. That in itself, right, says that it's a brotherhood. In fact, some of y'all came here, you saw something called the Black Manosphere or the Manosphere, and you was like, oh, I'm gonna join that group. And you join in some shit just because you want to belong. Go your ass outdoors, okay? Go outside. Go outside. Let the sun hit your face. Put on some clothes. Go dress. Go live your best life. Look, it may not be with a woman on your every hanging on you every hour of the day, but you can still go out and about and have fun in the presence of women. You have to be around them if you want them. They're not good. I know y'all not gonna believe what I'm about to say. I know it's gonna be hard to believe, but I promise you, what I'm about to say is true. There will never be a day where a woman would drop out the sky and fall in your lap. Like you literally gonna have to go out there, and then you're gonna have to impress a woman. Like you're gonna have to say hello, start a conversation, and then your conversation gotta be something that gonna lure her in to want to know a little more about you. If you smell good and look good, that's even better. If it smell bad and look bad, then it don't matter what come out your mouth. Okay, especially if you smell bad, it don't matter what come out your mouth, babe. You this a nigga smelling bad. There gonna be a lot of women who gonna bypass on that. Okay, we gonna call because the things that come across my mind when I smell them bad, that smell bad. I can't look at no dirty man and be thinking, damn, he just need a clean up. Fuck, I look like cleaning up a nigga. I'm a whole woman. And I'm not his mother. Like if that was my son, I'd go clean his ass up when he was, upwards 2, 3 years old. By the time he's 3, putting him in some goddamn underwear, and I'm gonna teach him how to wash his own ass. You understand? That's what we did with Leaky. Y'all know it, okay? I'm not doing that for no man. And some of you women not in this space, y'all got to stop cleaning these niggas up. We and these because they don't appreciate it. See, it was used to be a thing where a woman, she knows that if she wanted a black man, she might have to go with potential, right? He gonna like it. He gonna be okay with she giving me a chance, so he gonna give you a chance. And you give it, you helping him dust off and shit. And then when he get on his feet, he gonna rock with you forever. See, that's what we believe, right? But no, these men done told us, y'all. They don't really want us anyway, right? We the ugliest. That's what they say. We the ugliest. So he don't want you. So don't go pick his dumb ass up. Don't pick him up and help him get to somewhere where somebody else could come and lift him up and take him off. That nigga who got caught over there, where he went to the Dominican Republic, he took his money over there. Remember, the men gave him the money. He went over there and shit. The nigga ended up needing $100. He couldn't come up with $100 to get back to the U.S. And it was a black woman that sent him that fucking money. I hope that was his family members. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I hope them women, cause I watched the women give him the money. I'm hoping that them was his family members. Like we got to stop. Fuck up out of here. Treating these niggas like they our sons. But yet you still want dick from them. You got to do better, ho. You got to do better. See, that's why I'm for competing, right? Because if you're not competing for a nigga, then you just took any nigga nobody else want. And so you ready to wash your mom. You looking for a nigga nobody else want. I've heard women say that. I like the ugly ones. You know why she says she like an ugly nigga? She says she like an ugly nigga because nobody else wanted. And so that's an insecure type of woman right there. If he want to talk about insecurities in women, then it's gonna be the women who gonna take ugly niggas. And I mean, I'm not saying that he's ugly. I'm saying that she says he's ugly. She says I like ugly men. Now I always say I really don't look at people that way. I've seen a few ugly people in my life, but it's not been a whole lot of ugly people that I've seen. And because I think everybody got something, something that something for somebody. It may not be for me, right? Because I would never have been with a short man. And I know that sounds harsh, but I be goddamn, I'm short, y'all. I look like with a nigga short as me. Listen, what the hell? This nigga can't pick me up. I can pick him up. Like, what we're gonna take turns picking each other up every other night. Tonight his turn and try to stumble, trying to pick my big ass up. And then tomorrow night I'm gonna pick his ass up. Hell nah. I needed a man who looked like he gonna protect me. Like my husband is so tall, y'all. He ain't never had to look like he gonna fight nobody. He don't look intimidating like the type that it will intimidate you, but he does look kind of like you don't know. You don't know what Mr. Mark might do, right? Because he don't talk much. He's tall. He still look like he actively in the military. He stand up straight. He wears his hat a certain way. Everything about him is a certain way. You see? So I always knew I was gonna need a guy who, because other than that, them niggas would have ran. Man, I told y'all when I used to go out, men used to just push men to. They would size the guy up. That's how I know. Okay, I'm looking at these niggas. Look at this man. I'm just dancing with this man because he asked me to dance. It ain't nothing to it, nothing at all. I'm barely even looking at it. The music on. I'm two stepping. His ass two stepping. Okay, that's it. And I'm watching as we two stepping. I'm looking at all around these niggas who've been looking at me the whole time, but they never had the gall to come up and ask me to dance, which is the weirdest thing, right? Um, but this one guy, this older guy, right? He was brave enough to ask me would I like to dance. And I said sure. And so I'm dancing. Because remember, I'm married, so I don't give a shit what they look like or nothing. I'm here to dance. Let's dance. Okay, cool. Once they see me dancing with this dude, I'm not joking, y'all. I'm looking at them now. They looking at him, right? And then these men just start walking up and they slide right between us and start dancing with me. This is every time I went to the club. That's why I stopped dancing. When I started going to the club with my nieces, when they got a little older, I would go to the club with them. And I wouldn't really dance with no man who came up and asked me unless, we would dance and then he's dancing on side of all of us and then all of a sudden he's dancing with either her or me or both of us. Kind of shit like that. Just everybody just out having a good time. Nobody's asking for no numbers. Nobody trying to take nobody home. At least from my point of view. I don't know what the men had in their mind. I can't tell you. I can only tell you from my state and my point of view. I wasn't paying no attention to the niggas, okay? We was dancing. And when the music went off, if they walked away, then it was cool. And if they kept dancing to the next song, it was cool. I'm cool with it. I done danced with people the whole night. Okay? And the whole night and didn't know their name, couldn't tell you what they looked like. That's from a woman's perspective, but these men, they always think we all desperate. They all think we hoes. Just because you went to the club, you're a hoe. I love the club. Listen, you ain't gonna never be able to put me against the club. But I don't know what they doing in the club today, and it don't even matter. Because whatever they doing today, they was doing back then too. It don't mean everybody was doing it, right? So what that got to do with me? Okay? And the music, they don't like that these women are in charge of rap. These women are tearing rap on whole new, giving it a new history where women are out there. They're making the best music for some reason. The men ain't out there murmuring and shit. They high as fuck, right? And they all sound alike. So when a woman come on the scene, see, they don't let the women overflow the game like that, right? Because if she sound like her and her, then they're not even gonna give her an opportunity or a chance. So the women who are out there, they all unique in their own little way. And these men don't like it. I'm talking about these men. Not all the men. A lot of men be rocking to Glorilla, right? They be rocking to for Tina Snow. That's what I call. That's our original name, right? Meg the Stallion. They be rocking. Got a couple of women who I don't like their music, but that just like there's a lot of men music I don't like. I don't dislike her because of her or how she dressed or what she talking about. I don't like her music. I don't like the. I just don't like it. Like when I hear I don't. The beats she tend to use, it's just not something I like. That's all. Right? I listen to music based on the beat, to be honest. And if the beat, if the beat rock, I can flow with it, I can hear it, then I might not even listen to what the words are being said by the artist because I really like the beat. So they don't like Sexy Red. Y'all, if I saw Sexy Red, I wouldn't know what she looked like. Okay. The only reason I know Meg Thee Stallion is because, like, the truth is, I wouldn't even know what these women look like if they hadn't gotten so big. Okay, Gorilla. I wouldn't know what like she's at that stage where I just wouldn't know what these people. Just like I don't know the difference between the baby, and the baby. I think it's little baby, and the baby. It's the baby with a D-A, the baby with a T-H-E, and then Lil Baby. Now, I think those three different niggas, but there might just be two. I don't know. I don't know what they look like neither. Okay? No, I don't know what none of them motherfucker babies look like. The only baby I know that look like is baby, the one Lil Wayne baby, okay, New Orleans baby, and that nigga always look like he fruity, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. I'm talking about you men, how you hating on women because you hate women, and some of you are mad at women, but you've been mad at women too long, and now it's turned into a little jealousy slash hatred. And some of y'all need to stop because it looks bad. I don't know what your baby mama, my baby, but what they did to you, and it don't matter, right? It's over. You lost that portion. That's it. But you can move on. You could have got you another woman, started over, did things, and moved on with your life. Get your groove in every night, every other night, instead of waxing it with your hand. Wax on, wax off, wax up and down, nigga, up and down. What is going on? You gotta wax it yourself. Eh, You don't be mad at the women for that. You gotta be mad at yourself for that. Because if you was able to get a woman before, what's stopping you from getting a woman today? I could tell you your attitude, right? Because when we're younger, when a woman is younger, when we are younger and girls, there's a lot of shit we don't know. So there's a lot of shit we may put up with. But once we start coming into ourselves, learning more about ourselves, we learn more about what we like and don't like. Now the thing about the men though, you already think you set. You think you set for life. But she's like, if you won't change a little bit for her, change your little attitude, get away from that misogynistic thinking points. No woman wants to hear that shit. The only time another woman will use that is against another woman, right? Or when she want to be a mammy or a goddamn pick me. But you got to think about that. What person, man or woman, is going to vote against themselves, their own interests? Unless she sees that there's interest in it, right? There's something in it for her. That's what a pick me is for those niggas who like to talk about only women call women pick me's. Yes, that is true. Most of us call women pick me's. You ain't gonna call her a bad name if she going with your program until you ready to go against her, like y'all do all the time. Ain't not a motherfucker pick me I've seen on this bitch where you men haven't attacked her. Y'all just wait. Y'all gonna be on her side as long as she going for the other women. She attacking other women on your behalf. I like pick me's. I like to approach them and call them out. Right? I actually do. That's when I'm my messiest. When I find some motherfucker pick me's and some raggedy motherfucker hoes, right? Who know that what they're saying is the truth. And I don't already call these hoes out. I'm not gonna mention their name right now in this moment. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. But when I call their ass out, right, they ain't like it. Because they only wanted to call women out. They only want to call women out. Yeah, these hoes ain't this. These hoes ain't that. They, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know why. He up there smoking. This bitch got black lips from smoking weed with no motherfucking filter. Her fingertips is black. Her lips is black. No wonder that hoe is against women who feminine and fit. Even she's against the feminine and fit bitches too. This hoe look like a whole nigga. Okay? She look like a whole nigga out here. I got an appointment in like a half hour. Anyway, she looking like a whole nigga. And she's against women. When everybody met up, did y'all see when people met up for that boxing? Who I'm talking about, she met up there. And I thought maybe when we online, we don't have to, I don't know why you turn on your cam if you're not gonna look your best. But I just said, well, maybe, she in the house, like I'm in my house, my body gonna be on. If I turn on the camera, I turn it on. If not, who cares? But my body gonna be on my head. Okay. Um, and like, why would I be taking my body off? I ain't going nowhere. What the fuck I'm gonna take it off for? And keeping my hair nice and silky. Okay. Keeping it moisturized and shit. I know what the fuck I'm doing sometimes. sometimes. But anyway, um, so I figured, okay, she's in the house rocking that nigga look. I don't know why she looking like a nigga on cam, but okay. She in her house chilling. You know, I be chilling too. But I figured when she go out and get amongst the motherfuckers, she gonna be looking her most feminine self. She gonna look like her, right? She gonna look like her. She did look like her. She looked like a nigga for real. That bitch was looking like a nigga. Let me put on the beat on. Hold up. Now I ain't saying no names. Some of y'all may know who I'm talking about. If you don't know, you might find out in a minute. It depends on if I decide to mention her name. But she was looking like a nigga, black lips and all. Don't know was like if I was your mama, couldn't have been your mama. Like you would have known how to deal with men. Um, whether you decide to be with a man or not, that would be your business. Wouldn't be pushing nothing on my sons or daughters on who they love and any of that shit, right? I would never have done that, and I didn't do that. The only thing I would be is concerned. Okay, if I would be lying if I said I wasn't concerned about who they dating, whether it's a woman or same sex, I would still be concerned, right? Because you want the best for your children. But anyway, what I'm saying though, my daughter would know how to be a goddamn woman. And then she wanted to be a nigga. And then she would be the best nigga she could be. That oh damn, leaky. Ah, nigga bitch, nigga bitch, nigga bitch, nigga bitch, black fingertips, nigga bitch, nigga bitch, nigga bitch, nigga bitch, over there with her black lips and her black fingertips. It's too early for this. Gotta stop. Leaking the black. Oh Lord.
Mom,
Huh?
um,
Huh?
I said, is that Mario?
Yeah, that's Mario. Mario look like something wrong with him, though, baby. Don't be looking at Mario, okay? My mom needs you to go. Ah. Hey, Unc Man said I'm talking about Brittany. Nah, no, well, wow, L, but you okay? I wasn't really talking about no, but I seen Brittany look like a woman once. I remember, and she was cute. Y'all don't remember? It was this one time, but she always looked like a woman. But nah, I wasn't talking about her. There's another one. She had them black lips and them black fingertips, smoking weed and shit over there. She'll be over there by Hank. The pick me's are usually the prettiest women. Don't know. I want to listen. Uh, so, oh, is that what they really are? Oh, so you mean to tell me right now if I go show you a whole, what we call a pick me, and she got a whole motherfucker tattoo right in the center of her chest, right? Y'all call that not feminine. Y'all forgot? Oh, but who I'm talking about, I'm not even exaggerating when I say she had black lips and black fingertips. Okay? It's not Brittany. Okay? It's one other woman. And the only reason I'm not mentioning her name because I can't think of it right now. What's her name? I know I'm talking about. She be over there by what his name is it? Hank or Hink? No, not Hank. Hink is Hink. I think the other dude name is Hank. I forget the name of his channel. Okay. But I know that's a lie. Gia, I listen. They lie a lot. Okay, they be saying they don't like something, but they do. But all we got to do is listen to what they say. They say one thing. They say what they've been talking about. Black women is talking about. First of all, they said that we walking around with tattoos, right? Then we walk around with weaves, right? Oh, and they don't like the fingernails. Oh, and they don't like the eyelashes. They don't like the dresses, right? These men don't like nothing that black women do, nothing. And other races of women can do it all day long. We do it, all the feminine shit, our hair, right? If the women take out the weave or have the braids in, they They say she masculine. Okay. She said, Reese said pygmies are always obese and bald headed. Stop me. Because they almost like trying to say, pick me, me. That's right. And y'all know this. The men know this. They know this, right? Because the pretty women gonna do what the hell they want to do. They gonna say what they want to say, even if they're not telling the truth. Sometimes she just be trolling your ass. But sometimes the beautiful they just be trolling you. They don't care what you think about them, so they're gonna keep it. The means they gonna choose what they say and how they say it. Now I've been accused of being a pick me, which and like they kept saying that I was a pick me or a man me, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm already been I'm not looking for nobody to pick me. But at the time I was talking about family, right? Talking about family, people being families. I was talking about my family. I was talking about families. And so some of the women was like, she sound like a pick me. What do you mean I sound like a pick me? I was talking about families. That means I'm talking about women and men who are married, or they may not even be married. They may just live together. That's gonna be a different scenario. Everything about a couple is gonna look different than a single people, y'all. But it's like single women and single men gonna think differently than married and coupled couples, right? Because when you put up, you already know you can't do things just based on what you want to do. You gotta be considerate of your partner. Now, when I was talking about, well, yeah, we gotta be considerate of our partner, I'm considerate of my husband. They were saying I was a pick me. Like I was, I'm married. Like I can't just do what I want to do. I truly can't even just say what I want to say. I have to curve it, right? I have to curb it because I need to be respectful of my husband. Even if I might be thinking one thing, I might have to say it a little different, y'all. And I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm gonna say it a little differently because, depending on how I speak, people just assume, oh, she must be over there running her husband. Remember, some people call my husband like you calling him a cook? And then when they hear me say um I don't have a man who is leading me, right? I don't my husband doesn't walk two steps ahead of me and lead me in that way. That's not how we in this relationship. We in this relationship together. And just like I have to respect him, he respect me. We respect each other. See, and but some of the men don't want to hear that. They was over there listening to bullshit talking about I'm the man and I make the last decision. They was even questioning me. But Bomb, if you and your husband, doing things like this, and he want to do it this way, you want to do it that way, which way y'all going with? I said the one with the best solution, the one with the best route, listen, one of us our idea might be a little better than the other. And because we trust one another, we would trust that neither one of us want to harm one another. We just want the best for both of us. And therefore, if my idea is better, we go on with it. And if his idea is better, we go on with it. Well, this was even before JP. What I'm talking about was way before JP. Okay? I've been here way before JP. King Rooster. So you don't know what you're talking about. When they was calling me that, JP wasn't even here. The women don't call me. People know I like JP. Um, JP crazy. JP funny. I think he's a comedian, and I think he's funny. And but I'm not telling women to like him as a comedian or dislike him as a comedian. We all have our own thinking power, our own brain. Everybody thinks differently. I'm more of I would call myself more free spirited than yeah. I've always been more free spirited, free thinking, and I'm more open to other people's thinking and shit like that. And I do the same thing I do to JP, I do to everybody. Because so many men have been up here who, we think differently. And it's okay. So no, people don't, nobody's ever really going after me because of JP. Um, they tried to change my thinking from him, but I do think differently of JP, right? When I respect him. He respect me. He cuckoo.
Yeah.
He hear me when I say he crazy, but then people hear me when I say I'm a little crazy too. That's my damn. I have an appointment, y'all. I do need to at least put on a bra for my appointment. I don't. I can't go to the video appointment with no bra on. Okay, I gotta at least put a bra on. She an enabler, not a pick me. Who I enable? I can't enable anybody on YouTube. There's y'all know what an enabler is, right? Because I don't know if y'all ever listen to me and my sons and me and my even my grandson. The last thing anybody ever accused me of being is an enabler. Okay, we're gonna get down to the bottom of it, figure out what needs to be done, and it's gonna be done. And my kids know that. But if I cannot be an enabler to anybody on the internet. I'm not enabling, I'm not giving, I'm not providing, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got your words mixed up, baby. Y'all gotta learn what words mean. Oh, okay. Reese from Philly, what's going on? Um, most of the sisterhood type women hair be stinking under the stocking cap. Oh, really? Oh, wait, so let's get it clear. So women hair be stinking under their stocking cap, which is a bonnet, by the way. But men in them fucking do-rags, y'all hair just be all right, right? Men in their do-rags. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I've been here since the beginning of do-rags, when it became a style and everything. Motherfuckers were wearing that do-rag everywhere they went. And then when they would wear it all day so they could go out at night. When they went out at night, they took that do-rag off to have the fresh waves. Now, the do-rag is close to their head. And the bonnet, though, is away from our hair. So apparently our hair stink under something that's cotton, right? It's cotton. I make them now. You could buy certain ones that I guess you sweat in and shit like that. And I guess it depends on if you're a sweater in your head, your hair may stink if you don't wash it. Now you're saying women don't wash. And some of y'all niggas is terrible. And it tells me a lot about any fucking body you deal with. I ain't never been close to no fucking woman with no stinky motherfucker hair. But then again, I don't sleep with women. I'm not always in their motherfucker face because I'm not a man. So if you telling me bitches out there with stinky hair, I'm gonna say okay. But what I'm gonna say is you just around the stinky head ass bitches, which make you a stinky motherfucker nigga. Okay? All the women I've ever been around, I'm talking about personally, where I would know them, know their name, know something about them, be close enough to smell their fucking hair. I ain't around no bitches and going close and sniffing their hair. That's some of my shit you might be doing though, because you're a man. So I'm not putting against you. You sniffing hair, big ass nigga. Okay. My husband likes sniffing my hair too. He ain't telling me it stink. I don't even sweat in my head. Okay. I'm not even a sweater like that, motherfucker. The only time I break down in sweat when I'm having a panic attack. That's my clear sign if I'm in a panic mood. I have a panic attack. Other than that, I'm not a sweater. Everybody don't sweat like that. And even those who sweat, they don't stink unless they dirty. Their bodies, motherfucker, you don't know how science work. Stinky little nigga. What's going up, Jay Prince? See how your boy brought your name up? See how he did? You see how what he tried to do, Jay Prince? He know I love me some Jay Prince. Okay. Um, but he brought you up, baby. He brought you up. I didn't do that. Okay. Let me put the link in. So and that's what I tried to tell you. Your boy, hey Stan, your boy is your boy, but he's a messy little motherfucker. Okay. And you be like trying to say why you won't let him be on my side. Because that nigga is messy. Okay. You be thinking people be against you out of the blue. That nigga be in other people's area bringing your name up. He's always done that. He used to do that shit over there by fatting them and everything. Okay, I'm just saying, watch this nigga because he wants your booty hole. First of all, let me put the beat on. Give me a second. I gotta put the beat back on. Okay, this nigga like bitches with dirty hair. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. This nigga hair is shitty. Wait a minute. Gotta go. I gotta go. I can't put the link up because I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna be back, Joe. I really have an appointment. Okay, we was reviewing this shit right here. And I just wanted to say that you men need to stop grabbing these fake ass examples and trying to put the women on Front Street, the black women. Now, there's a lot of videos out there. I can't even lie. With some motherfucking crazy ass motherfucking black women and women, period. Just doing the most. I don't know why we gotta always go to the fake shit though. Okay, you ain't got to go to the fake shit. This is for entertainment purposes only. And I could go right now to a whole Manosphere channel and we could listen to what that man is telling you men. And it's bad advice. It's going to be from men who don't have no woman, haven't had no woman in a few years, if ever. Okay. And the ones who, like JP, right? JP got 3 children. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 little girls by 3 different women, right? He's able to get women even with all his talking points. See, I understand that what JP be on here talking that shit, but I also seen him walking around talking to women. I even see him talking to women who talking to him nicely and shit.
You still have to be cognizant of that.
Oh, I see all of that, which proves a point. And what's the point? The point is there's lots of women who like JP. Okay? There's lots of women who like him. It's something about him. We watched the whole woman here on YouTube. Like, show us. She even said he was different. I ain't say that. I ain't never met JP. Right? So I'm just saying. I like JP. Okay, his ass is crazy. He's funny. And I just like him. Now, I'm about to go, y'all, because I do have to put a bra on. Okay, I done jumped in the shower. I was supposed to go out in the garden, but the mosquitoes didn't bite me yesterday. So took a shower yesterday. I took a shower this morning, and I need to put a bra on. I'm only gonna show my face up. Forgot what this appointment is about. I might have to put on some clothes. Let me see what the appointment is about. It's one of the FaceTime appointments. This is my first time having one through the VA. Y'all think I need to put on clothes? Y'all think I need to take my bonnet off? Let me look. Let me see. What calendar? Today is 22nd. These people take too long too. It's gonna probably be slow. They ask y'all and they gotta type everything in. If the person types slow, I'm gonna be on this appointment forever. The appointment is at 11:30. And but I don't even know what department because I didn't put what department it is. Who I have an appointment with. It might be psychiatry. But I don't think so though. I think that's tomorrow. Let me see. I have an appointment tomorrow and that's FaceTime. That's with the VA too. So one of these appointments is through psychiatry, okay? Because I need to get my psych meds. Okay, JP, follow my example, baby. Get your meds. No, okay, get your meds up. I haven't been on meds, they say, for 20 years. That's a long ass goddamn time. Well, she said it was close to 20 years, but it wasn't exactly 20 years. I took myself off the meds slowly, learned some other things, but it ain't working today, baby. Okay. Um, yeah, I've been having dreams and panic. I've been panicking a lot, like I've been jumpy and shit. So I can't I don't know. Like I'm not able to get out of it myself. I've been trying to get out of it for a minute now. So I might need to get on meds again. So when you need it, and you just go get it. Okay. But anyway, y'all, let me stop. I was putting a beat on. And by the way, you stinky hair sniffing ass nigga, where that beat at? Let me find it. I gotta find a beat. Okay. You say look ragged as look. Some people look. I don't know why y'all worrying about fat women. Yeah, I'm fat, nigga. And so what, nigga? Okay. Yeah, I have what's going on, Stan? I'm gonna come back so we can have fun, y'all. But listen, I don't know what y'all got problem with big women for. Big women, we it's a lot of us to love. No, I'm not saying that you need to be with a big woman. You got lots of options out here, okay? You got the thin women, tall, thin, long ass legs and everything. Then those are some beautiful women, right? And you got the shorter women who are thin and beautiful as well. When I think about the short, beautiful woman, what's her name? The one who do the acrobats in the Olympics. Man, she is beautiful. Jesus Christ. Okay. And um then they got the big boned thick woman who are tall. And man, she got that like perfect flower shape right there. Bam, she tall and big, but she's not fat though. You know, she's big though. She is big, but there's a different, I guess, when people call it sloppy and shit like that, right? I don't know. And then there's me, okay? A roly poly, because I'm short and big, okay? And I get big easily because I'm so short. Like I gained 10 pounds overweight and I look like it's over, it's done, it's over. Now the good thing is I lose some weight, then I'll be back on point. I gain some weight, ain't gonna take nothing for me to be roly poly. Okay. And listen, it's been that all my life. And if you think you're talking about it, when it's been that way, it's fucking 5 years. You think you calling me fat gonna bother me? Nigga, I'm gonna make a song about it. Like to hear it? Here you go. Let me find a beat. Okay. These niggas, they like to call women fat. You short dick little nigga. Now let's talk about something that hurt your feelings. It ain't gonna be about you being fat. It's gonna be about that little pee pee. Okay? Yeah. That's why you don't like us big chicks. Cause you're little dicks. Big chick. With a nigga with a little dick. Big dick. With a nigga with a little dick. Little dick. Little dick. You are sick. Yes, you are sick. Go to the doctor and buy you a click. Cause you can't buy a click, Bill. Big dick. With a nigga with a little dick. Big dick. With a nigga with a little dick. Little dick. Little dick. Prescription. You're sick. Go and buy a click. Cause you can't be with a big dick. Yeah. Rock it, baby. Woo! Like to call women fat. Your ass up. Okay, you corny looking ass nigga. You need to keep your cam down, little nigga. You always looking bad. Little niggas be funny. Red Jonesy. Reese say I'm tall and I lose and gain a lot at once. Girl, I know, look, y'all be losing weight easily, baby. He said I came from YouTube, however, I'm going to stay for more. We're just having fun. Rooster is okay, y'all. Rooster crazy though. And y'all know Bomb just as crazy. Okay. But y'all know, listen, it's okay. I have to admit, if a man had a little small penis, he can't even pass my booty cheeks. Like, you know what I mean? That's too early for this, okay? And I have an appointment in 15 minutes. I'll be back later, y'all. I'm gonna be back. I had fun. I hope y'all had fun. Y'all know Rooster crazy, y'all. Rooster, I like to play with him because he crazy. And He know ain't no hard feelings in it. Okay, I don't know if he got a little penis or not, so I'm gonna be honest with you. He said that. So don't take my word for it. I ain't never seen it. Okay, I ain't never seen it. And Mr. Bomb, I ain't asked for no pictures, baby. But if they decide to send me picture proof, okay, if they decide to send me picture proof at bombsherrylive@gmail, it ain't my fault. I didn't ask, baby. I didn't ask. Well, I had fun with y'all as always. I'll see y'all later. Bye, Stan. Bye, Reese. Bye, King Rooster, and everybody else. I gotta go. I have a doctor's appointment. I really, 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 really do. Okay.